Hello. Anything, if you have any questions about my surgery, I can answer your question. Hi, Maurice. Thank you for watching. How you doing, Maurice? If you have any questions about hysterectomy surgery, what are my experiences are, anything, any questions, you can ask. Leave them down below. I will just say it. So far, there's only you and me. So let's wait for everybody to come alive. Hopefully, I normally don't go live though on Facebook. So, all right. All right, let me share this page. All right, what shall we do? All right, hey Maurice, where are you from? Hey Maurice, where are you from? All right, I'm just watching myself here. I guess it's I believe, what time is it in the Philippines right now? It's 9:38 here in Arizona. Don't know what time in the Philippines. Is it 12:39 lunch? Hi Maurice. Where are you from? Hello. So if you have any question, guys, just let me know. What's your question so I can answer them through live. So let me just talk about it anyways. If you have no questions about it. So my first symptoms, literally, that I didn't know, I have been going to the doctor for like 10 years at least. I thought at first, it was just heartburn and acid reflux or something like that. And so I keep going to the stomach doctor, and not just my primary doctor. I'm going to like a gastroenterologist doctor. Like, probably I went to American doctors, and both of them just keep sending me to ultrasound, colonoscopy, and keep repetitive giving me the same uh, acid reflux medication like Nexium, lansoprazole, any kind of prescription that didn't help me. And I kept going and I kept going and I kept complaining that I don't know, there's something wrong with my stomach. So they kept sending me for ultrasound, for upper endoscopy and colonoscopy, and they did it twice. And they just said, "Oh, you have a dyspepsia." Well, they never can explain what is dyspepsia mean. So I was researching about what dyspepsia mean. Dyspepsia is just vague about stomach problem or IBS. I don't have IBS. I do go number 2 pretty good, pretty normal, pretty routinely, sometimes twice a day or every day at least. So let's just move forward for 2010 to 2020. That's how long I have been suffering with my problem. And in 2018, I believe, that is when, no, 2016, that is when I found out that I did have a non-working gallbladder. So I tried to save my gallbladder by stupidly think that I could save my gallbladder for changing my diet, eating a lot of vegetables, or doing a lot of juicing. Spend so much money on juicing, spend so much money on stupid over-the-counter herbal, that thinking that it would help. None of those help. I even went for herbal doctor, holistic doctor, paid monthly for it. It was like $50 a month, and I go in every time, and insurance will not pay for it. So it's kind of like I have a primary insurance. I also go to this holistic doctor that the insurance will not pay. So I tried to save my gallbladder, and even the holistic doctor could not help me. And all they just give me is expensive herbal medication that doesn't even help either. So I quit going. I was going there for 2 years. I was a member of 2 years. The only thing I like about going to holistic is that when you are really, really sick, they will boost you up with multivitamins and you get better instead of taking a lot of, antibiotic. When you're sick, they boost you up with multivitamins. Anyhow, my pain is getting worse and worse and worse, and I feel so bloated all the time, and I even drum my stomach every day. I go to work and I'm drumming my stomach because it's just so feel pressured. It feels like balloon that is about to explode. That's how I feel all the time. Anyhow, so in 2020 December, I decided to just find me another doctor, and this time I specifically looking for Indian doctor because I heard Indian doctor are better than American doctor. I found one, and Dr. Reedis in Mesa, Arizona. I found him. So I went and make an appointment, sat down with him, and quickly said, "I believe your symptoms is your gallbladder." Like, he didn't even take any test or anything, and he figured it out that my problem was gallbladder. And so he said, "Let's go and make you an appointment to have a HIDA scan." And that's how I found out. When we went for a HIDA scan, they put some tracers on me. I had to lay there in the machine that looks like MRI machine. It was pretty loud. I sat there for 4 hours, and oh my god, I gotta go pee, but you're not allowed to move. Anyhow, after probably 3/4, and I told the technician, I gotta go pee. And he said, you can't move, otherwise we destroy the 3 hours of testing. But he said, okay, you're done. It looks like your gallbladder is not working. So when the tracers is moving a lot, it moves from my mouth, goes to the esophagus very fast, to my heart, and boom, it stopped right there at the gallbladder. So then when my doctor, Dr. Reddy's, found out that the result, he was very right that it was my gallbladder is having problem, and he said we need to remove it. We need to make you an appointment to see your surgeon. Well, it was December 18. I didn't waste time. I was referred to a surgeon, which is the cancer center. Anyhow, at the same time, that's the time they found out that my CA125 is 37. Well, CA125 is the cancer antigen level. That's how they find out. They can find out if you have cancer. Anyways, it was 37, and the normal is 0 to 35. Mine is a little bit, just 2 points. So I was, talked to the surgeon, and he said, let's go ahead and remove your gallbladder. Well, at this time, I'm already very desperate because I'm always in pain. Every night it feels like fire right here. Fire, right? Like burning fire every night wakes me up when I'm sleeping. So we did schedule the operation in 2021, January 21. I had the operation. They removed the gallbladder and they used laparoscopic. And the doctor said if we did not remove it as soon as possible, you could have died from it, because he said from what my gallbladder looks like, it was about to explode. It was just like so shiny. It's so inflamed that like if I waited a little bit longer, it would have, exploded and it would have killed me. Luckily we did, and so I believe what he said because he didn't take pictures of it. Well, I feel so much better after that. That was 2021. Then 2020, ever since, every year, since my CE125 keeps elevated every year. In 2018, it was 42. 2019, it was 51. 2020, it was 57. And I escaped 2021. So I was doing it again this year, and it is 77. So my cancer cell test, it just kept going up. And so people say, no, don't really believe that you have cancer, but they sent me to cancer center anyways. The first time they sent me to cancer center was back in 2016, I believe, somewhere there. They sent me to women's cancer center. I was so scared because never heard in my life that I have to be sent to cancer center. I was so scared. I don't know if I have any cancer. Well, I went there and they tested everything. They said, no, you have no cancer. Go home. I was so happy, right? 2018, another test. They sent me to Ironwood Cancer Center again, second time. Again, I went to Ironwood Cancer Center. They said, they test everything. They said, nope, you have no cancer, don't come back. I was so happy again. 2020, they sent me to MD Anderson Cancer Center for the third time. Now, if you were me, what would you think about this? You have been sent to cancer center 3 times in the last 3 years, and every time you go to cancer center, that tells you after checking on you that you don't have cancer. It's a good answer, it's a good feeling, but not quite sure because why am I being sent to cancer center, but there is no solution to why they keep sending me back home telling me that I do not have cancer, right? So in I believe, no, this year, that was this year, 2023, I went to my PCP again, my primary doctor. We did check the CA125 again, and this time is 77. It's higher than ever. It's elevated. So then they send me to OBGYN. Then my OBGYN says, well, I can't do anything with you. You need to go back to Ironwood Cancer Center. Well, this is the fourth time. I was being sent to cancer center again for the fourth time. And I said, I am so scared because here I am. I'm only 49, and what's going on? They keep sending me to cancer center, and nobody knows what cancer I have. I do not know if I have cancer or not. So they took, I went to Banner Hospital. They took a lot of ultrasound, vaginal, not surgery, vaginal ultrasound, x-ray, blood work, and all that stuff. Turns out that I did have a big myoma. I believe we call it myoma in Tagalog. I'm not sure, but in English it's fibroids. I have only one as big as this, as my fist, as according to my doctor. One, and I have tiny itty bitty multiple around my uterus. They're like rubbery tiny marbles that's surrounding my uterus. That's causing me to bleed a lot and pain. Every month when I do have my menstruation, I am in so much pain that literally I will collapse, shake in pain, and I'm just like shaking inside because it's so painful. The only thing that helps me is ibuprofen 800 milligram prescription from my doctor. But I said I cannot be living like this, almost painless every day. So when I talked to the doctor at Ironwood Cancer Center, I believe he's Pakistan. He talks so fast. He does look like a Pakistani doctor. I don't know what he is, but I like him. He's very cool. His name is Dr. Pineda. Look him up. He's one of the cancer doctor at Ironwood Cancer Center. Dr. Mario Pineda. That's his name here in Arizona. Anyhow, I have read about a good review about him, so I went to talk to him, and he said, according to your Banner test and result and lab work, that you do have fibroids that we need to be looking at, and with your symptoms it appears to be that you have a endometriosis. Well, I am not, or I was not officially diagnosed with endometriosis. I don't know what endometriosis means, so I asked him, what is endometriosis? He said endometriosis caused by when you are having period every month, instead of going out to your vajayjay, some of them goes back up and scaring through your uterus. They're like invading the lining of your uterus, hence it's causing you pain. I didn't even know that. So over time, every month, they keep moving, they keep thickening up. The more your uterus is thickening up, the more painful you will ever get month after month after month. There will be no relief. So that's why when we are having period, when it's very painful, excruciating painful, you do have something like endometriosis or fibroids. So, but since I am elevated with my cancer level test, the consent that they asked me before the surgery said that we are just gonna use robotic surgery, and if we see anything, we're gonna open you up. Meaning, they're gonna have to, from my navel, pusod, sa Bisaya pa, they're gonna put the machine in my upper side of my navel. If they're gonna see anything suspecting, they're gonna open me up all the way here. He said it's gonna be like this to get all of the lymph nodes where the cancer can progressively, metastasize. Of course, I was scared, but he said, highly unlikely. I don't think, this is what he said, I don't think you have a cancer. I just think you have endometriosis that causes you pain each time you ovulate and each time you have a period. So before I'm having period, I have pain. During period, severe pain. After period, I have pain. 15 days later, because I'm ovulating, I have pain. So pretty much 30 days, 20 days out of 30, I'm in pain. Like literally almost every day I have pain. I cannot be living like that. So we decided to remove or to have surgery. Okay. So, okay, that was October 24 when I talked to my doctor. He said, let's have you put appointment surgery on November 6th. And that's the closest I could get because he's booked up all the way to next year, March. So I said, okay, let's go do it. Luckily, my company is very cool. United Healthcare, OptumRx, they're very cool. I'm very new, but they approved my surgery for 1 month with pay. So, which is wonderful. Also, what I'm scared of, because this is my second one surgery. The first one, laparoscopic, I was so bruised up on the bottom of my navel, and I was telling my doctor that, would you please use robotic Da Vinci, not laparoscopic, and also do not release me if I cannot pee after the surgery, because last time the anesthesia messed up my body. The Chandler Hospital sent me home without checking if I can pee. So that was Friday, and all the way to Monday, I wasn't able to pee. I was in so much pain. I had to go back to literally to emergency room to have the catheter on. Luckily, it was a Filipino doctor who remedied me. She removed a urine in my bladder. My God, it was like 3 letters, I believe. And I feel so much better. So she said, come back in 10 days. I didn't come back. I just, after 4 days, I feel like I can pee on my own. I just cut it and boom, be done. Anyhow, so the doctor said, okay, we're gonna keep you 6 hours after your surgery. If then you still not able to go pee, then we will keep you overnight. Well, my surgery was 12 noon. All right, 12 noon Monday, November 6th. And I asked the doctor, how long would I be in the butcher table, surgery table? And he said, oh, it's gonna be fast, just 1 hour. I said, yay. I said, make sure that I'm gonna come out alive, okay? And he laughed. Anyways, my husband was waiting for me at the waiting room since 10 o'clock in the morning. I did not come out from the surgery room until 4:15. That's how long my doctor was operating me, for 4 hours and 15 minutes. So he called, well, I'm still out because I have anesthesia still. So he called my husband, and he said that he removed the fibroids as the size of the small grapes fruits. And the reason why it took him 5 hours almost, the 1 hour surgery took 4 hours and 15 minutes, because this is what happened. This is my ovary, right? This is my uterus. Oh, this is my ovary. Wait, this is my ovary. This is right. This is left. This is good. This is bad. Well, my ovary is swelled up 4 times bigger than the original, because there is a big cyst that's like, it's like hanging on my ovary. So my ovary is like, I'm suffocating. I can't breathe because you're hanging me. This cyst is very evil. It's trying to kill my ovary. So it's doing this. I'm killing you. Anyways, that's how I feel. The cyst is the reason why I'm having so much pain in my right side of my hips, that would radiate to my front, to my back. Also, at the back, I'm also having problems. So he said he removed this big size fibroids, and what happened was this fibroids is attached to my rectum. That was the reason why every time I go to the bathroom, I thought I have amuranas, hemorrhoids, because it's painful. Well, it was these evil fibroids that fused to my rectum. It's also fused to my cyst, to my bladder. That was the reason why that every time I pee, I cannot fully empty my bladder, because these evil fibroids was touching everything, right? It caused havoc into my guts. So he removed it, and then he slowly removed, like it's like diffused together like this. So he has to slowly remove it and not, punctured me, not injured me. That's why it took 4 hours. As soon as I'm out, so this is what they do. They remove two of my tubes, left and right. The ovary on my left, because it was good. There was no cyst. They keep it. The ovary on my right side, there is an evil cyst that hanging. They remove it. Remove the ovary and they remove the cyst. They also remove my uterus, because there were a lot of microscopic, tiny, itty bitty fibroids that if we don't remove the uterus, it will just grow back up. So what's the purpose of just removing the fibroids but not removing the uterus? It will return. Then you're gonna go again and be having that surgery, be cut out again. No. And I'm old. I don't need kids anymore. I have my 3 adopted kids. They're already in teenagers, so I don't need children. Yes, and so anyhow, they have me sign papers. Hey, you know that you can't have children. I said, I'm 49. I can't have children. So yeah, so just sign it. Soon as I am done recovering, about from 4:15, they send me to the recovery room, and then I was there from 4:15 to 7:15 because I was throwing up. I was vomiting because of the anesthesia, and I did not have any food for 24 hours before the surgery. The anesthesia is just messing up my system, and I'm in so much pain. But good thing is I was able to go pee. Yay! So I don't have to spend overnight in the hospital. By 8:13, or it was 8:15, that is when they called my husband to pick me up. Well, they are in so much in a hurry that the thing that hooked up the IV that still hooked up in me while I was outside in the wheelchair, and the nurses, oh, they never undo you. So she was like pulling all these needles in my veins and stuff like that, and I'm just like an old lady sitting down. I feel like everything inside of me is just turned up. It's so painful, and I'm feeling so nauseous and feeling so pain. I don't understand the feeling. I just want to go to sleep. And as soon as I went home, I can't sleep because it's so uncomfortable. I can't lay down like this. I can't lay down like this. I can't lay down my back. I'm just like, what can I do? Luckily, the pillow is very helpful because it seems to help hug my stomach. Anyways, I use this to hold my stomach because anything, if I sneeze, if I cough, if I laugh, it is so painful. Oh my God. But the first 3 days, that's the only time. Well, first 2 days, I was in so much pain, and I was like so drugged up that I only used Tylenol. First day I used Vicodin, then the next day I used Tylenol. The third day I barely used none, and the fourth day completely not using anymore, and I felt so great. I even climbed my Kilimanjaro to get some. Anyhow, so at 7 days I went to my dentist. I can drive. I feel better, and I want to show you guys how nice is the scars of the robotic. If you ever have to go for your hysterectomy surgery, don't be afraid. Ask for robotic surgery because you're never gonna get bruises. You're going to recover so fast. 3 days. I am feeling so much better, but you need to not lift because I overdid it 15 days after, and I'm like down for 2 days. It feels like my stomach is falling down. But if you want to see how this thing looks, okay, let me bring this up so you guys can see. This is where they punctured me. It's looking good already, and it's been only 15 days since surgery. Let me see if you can see it better. That one, this is where they punctured me, the tiny one, to get the samples of my good ovary to make sure there is no cancer. This is where the robotic goes in. That's about 1 inch long. And another one, I still can feel it though. It's gonna take a while to heal that up, but there's no pain anymore. That's the 4th one. This is they reused my scar from my previous surgery, gallbladder surgery. Anyhow, today is 15 days since my surgery, and I am feeling so much better. If you are afraid, don't be. I was very afraid, you know, because that's a major surgery. They're gonna remove my two fallopian tube, 1 ovary, big cyst, and my uterus. But I have my cervix. They keep my cervix. But I need to go back again next month for my follow-up to see if if my cancer number is gonna go down, hopefully, because but according to my doctor, that I'm gonna be still bleeding for 2 months because my body is adjusting, you know, trying to figure it out. So I did not bleed at all for the first 14 days, but after 15 days, there was a spot like as big as the dollar coins, and I feel like I'm having period, but it's a different kind of feeling. It's not like a severe painful dysmenorrhea. It's not like that. It just feels heavy. That's how I feel. So I just took Tylenol and kind of like lay down a little bit, take it easy, and I wrapped my stomach with this thing again, and it feels so good. So anyhow, that's my story, and I am into 3 weeks already since, now what is today, 23, it's 17 days almost. So I won't be back till next month, the first week of December, and I'm so just glad that I work with a very wonderful company. You know, we have wonderful coverage. I only pay $29 per paycheck on my medical coverage. I've never seen that anywhere else. So it's very cheap. And when I went for my hysterectomy surgery, I only paid $2,400. That's my copay. That's it. And when I went for emergency ER, I collapsed. This is how it got started. I collapsed. And that's how they found out that I do have the fibroids. The bill came in for $11,000, but because I have such a great company, my copay was only $300. What would I do if I do not have insurance? Yes, so yeah, that is my story. And if you have any question, you guys leave them down below. Do not be afraid, or if you do not want to ask your questions on publicly, you can message me. I can help out. I can tell you because of my experience, and I can only tell you of what my experience are. So I've already been through twice surgery. First was laparoscopic gallbladder removal, and this time it was a robotic Da Vinci hysterectomy. Mine was unilateral salpingo-oophorectomy. So anyways, thank you for watching, and hopefully you'll be able to share this video, make a woman aware. A lot of women do not even know that they do have fibroids, and fibroids can wreak havoc your system, especially, you know, when you are younger and you want to be fertile, you want to have children. You got to go check them out, because otherwise it will cause you to be infertile. So good luck, you guys, and hopefully if you do have to go through like I did, research a lot about it. I went to read it, join the group about it. I also joined Facebook. I educate myself because I do not want to have surgery without knowing anything. So yes, reading a lot helps me so much. I even watch video on YouTube about how to remove the uterus. Some people say, what are you watching? You shouldn't be watching that. I said, no, I need to know what they're going to be taking out of me. And I need to know, I need to prepare what's going to happen. And I even asked my doctor that what is the fatal percentage of unlikely of this kind of surgery. And he said 100%. I mean, you know, he never had anybody, you know, dead after the surgery. You know, that was wonderful to hear that, you know, he was a very successful doctor when it comes to, you know, hysterectomy surgery. So anyway, thank you for supporting Aurora's video. And if you have any questions, again, message me privately, or you can, you know, leave them publicly, so for anybody to also, you know, read the information. It will help them too if they go through hysterectomy surgery. So, you know, I'm just you know, sharing my information, sharing what I have gone through. And do not be afraid. It went fast. I mean I was so scared. I was numb when I found out that they need to, you know, they need to remove my uterus and ovary. I was numb like days and scared, and I do not know who to speak to talk to. Luckily, I work at the company where a lot of women went through so much, went the same thing. So I asked every single one of them, and every single one of them says, you're gonna feel 1000% fine after the surgery. Your life is gonna be better. There's gonna be no pain. And since they're gonna be keeping your one ovary, you're not gonna have a hot flash. So I'm good. I have never felt a hot flash. In fact, I am cold. It's cold here in Arizona. It's 70, but it's cold for me. It's a beautiful weather. So yeah, hi Sally, thank you for watching. You can if you want to know about hysterectomy surgery, if you have any questions, just message me privately if you want. Anyhow, I gotta say goodbye, and thank you for watching. And if you think this video will help others or women that are going through hysterectomy, share this to them. Tell them that nothing to worry, and I think they're gonna be feeling fine, because I am. And I don't go back to work till December 4, and I'm itching to go back to work. I want to go back to work. Yes, and that's how wonderful my company is. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys, and see you later. Bye bye.